Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I had the idea to make a top 5 best BS video for patch 25.11. I'm still deciding whether to make it a top 5 or top 10, so let me know in the comments what you would prefer. Your feedback is always appreciated. Whenever a new patch drops, I love diving into the stats and seeing what the one tricks are running. It's a great way to catch on the powerful new builds early, so here we go. By the way, I'm Forest, a jungle main, and I created this channel to help players like you escape below hell whether you are stuck in iron, gold or even diamond. I have been where you are and I want to save you the months or even years of frustration by helping you rank up in weeks instead of months or even years. To help with that, I'm offering free jungle coaching for new Discord members, so feel free to join. I also offer paid coaching, which you can find more info about in the description and on the Discord server. If you like this video idea and want to support the channel, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of the weekly content coming your way. As you can already see in the background, the first champion on this list is Warwick. I actually covered this build in detail in my Warwick build guide, but I wanted to include it here again because it's still incredibly strong and honestly not enough people are using it. Most Warwick players are still stuck on the old Titanic Hydra build. Don't get me wrong, it's solid, but it often puts you into more of a supportive role. And let's be real, it's solo queue. You do not want to play the supportive frontliner while your team is inting left and right. This new build lets you take control on the game. Just a quick note, this list isn't ranked in any particular order, so just because Warwick is first doesn't mean he has the absolute best build. And the best champion won't be the worst either. Now for the build, you will be going Strikebreaker, Blade of the Ruined King and Sterak's Gauge. These setups gives you the perfect balance, enough damage to deal with tankier champs and enough survivability to avoid getting one shot. On top of that, it's Warwick's best scaling build. Usually Warwick isn't known for his late game, but this setup actually lets you scale decently. Of course, you won't outscale someone like Master Yi, but with this build, you should be able to close games out before he even becomes a threat. Strikebreaker is huge for Warwick. Even though he is fast, he struggles to stick to targets. Strikebreaker and Borg fix that. You will be getting a ton of attack speed, which Warwick loves, plus the extra HP from Sterak's makes you much harder to kill in extended fights. As for runes, you will be running the classic Lethal Tempo page with sorcery as your secondary. You can see the full setup on screen right now. Our second champion and our second queen on this list is Diana. I will talk about the first queen a little later, so let me know in the comments if you think you know what I'm talking about. But don't cheat and skip ahead using timestamps. So Diana got a really nice buff to her passive in this patch, which makes her already strong clear even better. This has always been Riot's struggle with Diana. Her clear is either way too good or completely underwhelming, never in between. But this time they pushed it in the right direction. And while everyone else is still stuck on the usual Leandris build, I think there is a much better option, especially if you're up against a squishier team. It's great if the enemy team has tanks and you need to be a bit more durable or play as frontliner. But when the enemy comp is mostly squishy, go full burst. Build Nashor's Steward into Lich Bane and then Zonya's Hourglass Third. These setups gives you massive burst, consistent DPS and enough survivability to dive in and blow someone up. You will be deleting jungle camps and champions. It's perfect for anyone looking for an AP champ with high solo carry potential from the jungle. Take the standard jungle Diana rune page, you can see it on screen right now. Nothing fancy, just consistent value. Oh, and here's a little bonus tip. If you're feeling really confident, you can actually swap Lich Bane for Abaddon's Deathcap as your second item. It's cheaper now and offers insane value for someone like Diana. I still remember the days when people rushed that cap first on Diana mid, and honestly, it still slaps if you are bad enough. Coming in as our third champion, we have got Nocturne. Now, if you have played him recently, you already know Strikebreaker is the standard first item. That's nothing new, but most people follow it up with Hexblade. I want to show you a better option. Hexblade is solid, no doubt. It gives you value with that movement speed and attack speed, but if you want more survivability and more damage while still being tanky, Eclipse is the way to go as your second item. Back when I was spamming Nocturne, I had a ton of fun running this setup. You still get that fast engage and sticking power from Strikebreaker, but Eclipse gives you better dwelling and sustain. It really lets you pop in, assassinate the carry and still have the bulk to escape or keep fighting. For your third item, I recommend Sterak's Gauge. That shit can save your life when you dive deep for one of those 1v5 worlds, you know the ones. You take out the squishy and deep while your team hopefully does something. It's really straightforward build, but it works insanely well. Like I said, Hexblade isn't bad, and if you're a fan of it, you can always pick it up later. But I'm seeing more one-tricks popping back to this Stripebreaker, Eclipse, Terax Core, and for good reason. After those three items like Black Cleaver or a Dead Dance round out the build beautifully. You will be dishing out crazy damage while being way harder to kill than people expect from a Nocturne. For your runes, we are going with the Conqueror Page and Domination as secondary. It's consistent, strong, and works across pretty much every matchup. Try this build for a few games, especially once you get to 3 or 4 items, and I promise you will see how ridiculous it can be. Second to last on our list, and the first queen I hinted at earlier, is none other than Rek'Sai. This build has been around before, but is starting to see more play again, and for good reason. We are talking Stripebreaker, Black Cleaver, and Stellax Gauge as your core. Yeah, I know, it's starting to feel like a Stripebreaker meta out here. But jokes aside, it's not just the build that's rising in popularity. Rek'Sai herself is starting to stand out more and more this patch. This setup has always been strong on her. Just like with Nocturne, it lets you dive in, delete your priority target, and either reset the fight or get out safely. The Black Cleaver works almost like a better Eclipse in a lot of fighter matchups. It gives damage, HP spread, and helps you match through even the slightly tankier champs. Then, with all the bonus HP, Stellax Gauge becomes incredibly valuable again. There was a time when Stellax felt pretty underwhelming, but it's in a good spot right now, especially for bruisers like Rek'Sai. The great thing is, this champion with this extra setup can match almost every meta jungler right now. She has a good matchup into popular picks like Warwick, Viego, Master Yi, Kha'Zix, Lee Sin, you name it. Her win rate is quietly strong, and she's a lot more consistent than people give her credit for. She does struggle against Jarvan Fort, who's got a high pick rate right now. And Volibear can be annoying too, but Voli isn't picked as often, so if you just ban Jarvan, you're probably set up for a good game. Don't sleep on Rek'Sai, she is powerful solo queue jungler with real carry potential, and this build brings out the best in her. For runes, you will be running a standard Bruiser Page, Conqueror as your primary, and Inspiration as your secondary. You will see the exact setup on screen now. And finally, wrapping up the list, we have the Storm Beast himself, Volibear. He might not get as much attention as other champs right now, but with this build he is incredibly strong, especially if you are looking for a tanky AP bruiser that still has solo carry potential. For this setup, your core build will be Cosmic Drive as your first item, followed by Iceborne Gauntlet and then Spirit Visage as your third. Yes, it's a bit unorthodox, but here's why it works. Starting with Cosmic Drive gives you a big boost in ability haste, AP, and movement speed, which makes your early and mid game feel much smoother. Voli has relatively short cooldowns already, but with Cosmic Drive you're spamming abilities constantly and sticking to targets way easier. Then comes Iceborne Gauntlet, which gives you tankiness and that amazing slow field, letting you stay on top of your target while also soft peeling for your backline. It's a huge utility boost that makes you way more than just a frontliner. To round it out, Spirit Visage synergizes perfectly with Volibear's healing from his W and passive. The extra healing, magic resist, and HP makes you an absolute monster in extended fights. This build, you're tanky, sticky, and a serious threat, especially to squishies and immobile carries. You're not just soaking damage, you're actually applying pressure and forcing enemy flashes. For your runes, you will be running Press the Attack as your keystone, which amps up your early dwelling power, and Sorcery as your secondary for bonus movement speed and extra scaling. The full page is up on your screen now if you want to copy it. Overall, this build turns Volibear into a high-impact frontliner that's way harder to deal with than most people expect. Don't sleep on it, give it a few games and see for yourself. So, that was my top 5 builds for patch 25.11. I hope you found it helpful and maybe even give some of these builds a try in your games. Let me know in the comments if you would prefer a longer or shorter list next time. I'm open to your feedback and I want to make these videos as useful as possible for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Discord. Whether you have got questions, want to chat, or just want to be part of a cheer community trying to improve. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, see you all in the next video.